Biafra mame. Oh yes, no me wanna wash nana. Biafra mame. Prime Minister Simon Momo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpao in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Amorotomo agbada bururu. Excellency Simon Ekpao. Nieruwe yo withowe salute. Uro Christopher with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Bisoko with the sedo. No. Amorotomo agbada guru. PM Simon Joko. You have done so much for us. I am sharing tears of joy. Your tithe cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorotomo agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorotomo agbada guru. Bisoko with the sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Clara Dim say you are so good. Anna Wabadaguru. Amorotomo agbada guru. Amorotomo agbada guru. Urobisoko with the sendo. Urobisoko with throw salute. Even lucky star in the sendo. You do well, in the sendo. That you do well, we salute you, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo agbada guru. I am in tears of joy. Tears of joy. for your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbadaguru. Ewo, Kisuko Bidise.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. Oh, when the Moroku, Makamwero Wangi. Oh, when the Muruchekwa, Makamwero Wewu Biafra. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Oamadike no na donjon, Ukebweki Eremeyae. Odike, Mbosi Ike Rura Jobalike. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Mazi Simon M. It wants to smooth the Gabani Runaibu. New brother and dad on my Ebudo. Oh, Guinea. Mazi Simon Epa, Emesu Wokwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Imokwa Simon Epa Wujie. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Simon Epa Watakatabo. Ojuda Kwenyi, Mwikwere Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you, The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Mazi Simon Epa, or Guinea.
Mazi Simon Epa, Biko, Jisiki, Gaga, Noku, Atakata, Kaina, Boki. Ojuda uweyi, Kwibolo Yendu, Gine Menata.
I am 50 men, oh yes, and it's a cross. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you. Ohamadike Biafra, Dahi Boroga Biarole. Iye Jamadike Ruo, Biafra Republic Government Awutie. Iye Jamadike Ruo, Commander General Lekwechiri. General Buduso, Zona Atakatawo. Commander Holy Ghost, Okonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien,
aja maka Biafra. Wero putara anyị onye ndu ihe Simon Eba
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic!
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program. Wherever you are joining us from, I say may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. I welcome everyone that is joining us on this platform. If you are watching us from the TikTok or you're watching us from Facebook, any place you are connecting us from, I urge you to please hold on tight onto your seat and listen to what we're about to say. I welcome you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to any of our channel, please do subscribe, like, and share. Very important. You must like and share to other people. Do not be economical with the information. Make sure that the information is going along and reaching out to other people. Please, if you have not yet shared, do that now. Share the program and also give a thumbs up to the program. Very important. If you are watching us from the TikTok, please kindly tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. That's one of the things you can do to keep us running. And if you're watching on Facebook, you can equally share the program to your family and friends. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching us from, as always, we have come once again to make the record straight, to set the record straight. This platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Exile, a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, and the Supreme Commander of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals or persons. We do not come here to attack any religion or race. What we do in this platform is to support the freedom of the Biafran people, to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, to say things are the way they are, to make sure we expose the evil of this republic against the Biafrans that is happening every blessed day. In this platform, as we have come, we will continue to expose the evil in the zoo. No matter how they try to hide it, our duty is to continue to expose them and bring the truth to the whole world. A lot of people are watching. But as many people are watching, there are so many people who are confused about what is happening in the contraption called Nigeria. Some people have been fed with wrong information. That is why we are here, to correct those wrong informations and say things exactly the way they are. There has been so many, a lot of propaganda against those who are genuinely seeking for their freedom. And we cannot continue to close our mouth and pretend all is well. All is not well. All is not well. That is why we are here to set the record straight and put things in their own perspectives. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you. Those who have joined me today, remember this program is a program where we entertain people from outside. Either you're a Biafran or non-Biafran, whether you believe in our struggle or not. If you have a question to ask us, you are welcome to ask a question, either online or offline. Any place you can write a question. If you are following me on David Herbert channel on YouTube. That is where we are holding program. David Herbert channel on YouTube. If you are there, you can join me on stage if you so desire. The link is there for you to click. You click the link and you come in. Then you make a contribution, say your prayers, and ask your question. You will have all the time to express yourself. The only thing we ask is that when you come in, try to make sure you appear in a decent manner, and also make sure you present your cases in a very civil manner. No matter how angry you are, no matter how dissatisfied you are, once you are in this stage, you try as much as possible to speak in a civil manner so that the world will understand us properly. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu to continue to listen and follow the direction of truth. That is where we are. That is where we are. We are very peaceful people, and we have not called for the death of anybody or any man, except for those who want us dead. If you want us dead, of course, we are going to wish you the same thing you wish us. It's not about prayer. When we wish you the same thing you wish us, it's not about prayer. And that is the only thing we do. Wishing those who wish us evil, we shall follow them. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, any place you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu to not get distracted, not get deceived, not get confused. You must continue to listen to the gospel of truth coming from Biafra government. Today is another day. Today is Monday, and as you all know, it is sit at home. Today is Monday, as in the sit at home. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day, as many people are calling it. It's a special day where we demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, regardless of what anybody has to say. And I was believing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to be in the court this very month, but I'm still watching to see if I can have the updates, then I can be able to announce it properly, because we have not seen the update, or if the date is changed, or we had the wrong date with us. So we are still waiting. Wherever you are, most importantly in Biafra land, remember that today is still a lockdown. We are still in the lockdown. And it's not going to stop until we complete it. And after completing it, we will start the 3 months. Our president have announced it already. But most importantly, today is sit at home in Biafra land. In Biafran territory, people are sitting at home, Biafrans are sitting at home, demanding the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which has been our demand, and we will not stop until he is released. Anybody that is going to bring any lie or propaganda to you from anywhere, do not pay attention to them. These are evil men, deceivers from right, left, and center. We will not listen to them. Our focus is freedom, and freedom we must get. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we must secure our freedom. It's a must. We must secure our freedom. We have seen what is happening in the zoo today. We have seen their criminality. We have seen the evil they are pushing, the evil agenda they are pushing and supporting. And we cannot keep silent and pretend we are not seeing it. That is why we are speaking on different platforms, making sure that the voice of Biafrans are heard. Today, we have come once again, and the program says, having now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Monday sit at home as Biafra Republic of Exile Prime Minister, leading the victory. Biafra to victory, undoubtedly. The Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi today, is leading us to victory. He's leading us to victory, undoubtedly, and we all know that. The only people that have continued to deny the fact that Mazi Nnamdi is not victory are the people who are either ignorant or those who are mischievous. These are the bunch of clowns who will never ever go into what we are talking about. But every genuine person across board, across the world, they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the ruler of IPOB, must be out and has no reason being in the hand of the DSS. No matter how they try to hold him down, no matter how they try to hold him back, we must not allow this evil to continue. We must continue to speak, and speak very, very loud for them to hear. As you all know, we are preparing for the restoration of the independence of Biafra, the declaration, which is going to come up 2nd of December. Before then, today, a lot is going on under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, on the restoration of Biafra. And because of the success he has made, so many people are jealous. Enemies are increasing. Blackmail are increasing. propaganda are increasing, and that is what we expect. So when you are a Biafran and you see these people attacking Mazi Nnamdi and Center, do not bother. They will all wither away by themselves. A lot of people that are attacking him, so many of them are people who are gone already and gone for good. People who are gone and gone for good. Even in the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has left them. He has left them because there's no way you can betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at this level and you expect him to come out and begin to have anything to do with you. It's impossible. He is not going to have anything to do with you. And the earlier you understand that, the better. Begin to pack your bag and baggages to leave. Because as soon as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, IPOB, the terrorist IPOB of Nigeria will be disbanded. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. That is why we urge you in the name of Chukwu to be focused. Don't allow anything to distract you. They are going to come to distract you. They will definitely come. They will come to distract you. I'm not saying they will not come. They will come. No matter where you are, no matter how secure, they will come. But I bet you when they come, you know what to tell them. You got no business with them. Today, under the Biafran government, every Biafra is protected and will be protected. So don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise. That is why we are doing everything possible today to see that the voice of Biafran people are heard. And we will continue to do that until Biafra is completely saved. Let's hear this message.
Ejiofor promised them he's in charge of IPO. Where is he today? He's gone. I want you to understand, mark my word now. Once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, IPOB is gone, dissolved, completely dissolved. Mark my word. Every person today that is fighting me on the other side will be gone. I want you to mark this day. Mark this word I'm telling you now. Every one of them will be gone.
This is why some of them are using the opportunity they have today to perpetrate evil. This is why they are using the time they have to do what. That is why they don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. They don't want him to release because they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already have distanced himself from these people. They know he has distanced himself from them and has nothing to do with them because they have disobeyed every single instruction he has given them. They know. But because they have not seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they continue to pretend. Every one of us, wherever you are, don't allow anything to distract you because the time is down. Our convention is fast coming. As the foundation is coming, the convention is coming and Biafra is drawing near, many of our enemies are not, they are restless. They are restless. You can see them intensifying on the attack on our Prime Minister. But no matter how they attack him, our Prime Minister has built image for himself and he has shown his integrity by all his actions. Before you could make Biafra to turn against him, you must show them what he has done. You must show them what he has done. But if at the end of the day, Mazi Nnamdi didn't do anything wrong, you are going to face the full wrath of the law. You are going to face the full wrath of the law because we cannot condone any lie, propaganda, and blackmail of the zoo. That is why today, every Biafra, wherever they are rising up, doing the needful, and preparing for the convention that is coming. If you have not yet prepared for that convention, please begin to prepare. Begin to prepare yourself. Begin to prepare yourself. It is very, very important. Every one of us must get prepared. And I bet you, Chukwu is going to send his blessings to us, and we shall overcome at last. Don't allow anybody to bully you. I want to remind you once again that the convention is coming out and it's coming big. We have won and we will continue to win. fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to continue to hold on to your strength. Our enemies are not stopping, but I bet you they will hear our story. The enemies of Biafra are not stopping. The more we continue to move and do exploits, the more they continue to fight. Just like our Prime Minister has said, if you think you have seen blackmail, you haven't seen nothing yet. They are still warming up. But I bet you every single one of them that have risen up against our Prime Minister will definitely fail. If you have risen up against the Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, you will definitely fail. And at the end of the day, you will regret what you have done. It is so shameful that at this point in time, when the Biafran government is protecting the life and property of Biafran people, there are still some people that are busy gossiping. When the Prime Minister is strongly leading Biafra to victory, undoubtedly, the only people that still doubt the formidability of our Prime Minister and his strength are these criminals. Because of their envy, because of their jealousy. Apart from that, everyone knows that today, the only man that is following the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, making sure that his voice is heard, making sure that that word he spoke is alive. But the enemies, they continue to push a different agenda. They continue to push lies. They continue to push misinformations. But if you are genuinely a Biafran, you cannot be distracted. It doesn't matter what you hear. It doesn't matter what you see. You must not fall into their trap. If you do, you will pay dearly for it. If you fall into their lies, at this point in time, if you fall into their lies, you will pay dearly. That is why we keep on reminding you. Repetition is for emphasis. We will keep on repeating until Biafra comes. So you wouldn't say you are not reminded. You wouldn't say you didn't know. So you know you'll be ready to pay for whatever you have done against Biafra. As for those of us who have already committed our life to this cause, we will continue to do what we have to do. And I urge you also as a Biafran to do your own part. If you know what you can do to see that Biafra becomes reality, please do not hesitate to do so. Don't wait for anybody to come and beg you. Do not wait for anybody to come and preach for you. Do the needful while you have the time. And I pray that every one of us will rise up and begin to do the needful as soon as possible. We can see that the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been detained by the Zoological Republic after they kidnapped him from Kenya, is very innocent. Not just because we said it, their own government have pronounced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu innocent. But did they leave him? They didn't leave him. Their court has confessed and said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Did they leave him? They didn't leave him. Today they will come and tell you that Mazi Nnamdi is violence. Mazi Nnamdi is so strict. Mazi Nnamdi is this, is that. But go and check them deeply what they are doing. These same people that are calling Mazi Nnamdi names and praising Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be the angel of light. They were with that angel of light for many years, but they never recognized him. They were with the angel of light for many, many years because he was calm and cool. They didn't pay attention to him. Instead, they were making moves to take his life. They were making moves to take his life. Yet they say he's a very good man. Today he's in captivity, in their nets. Even when they are praising him, they have still refused to release him. And he wants Mazi Samuel could come and pamper you the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. You have made the greatest mistake. Mazi Samuel is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are two different people on two different approaches. And on the level the Biafran restoration is today, we are no longer in the time where we are looking for self-pity. We don't pity ourselves anymore. No, we don't. We do not pity ourselves anymore. And we can no longer remain in defense. Today we are inoffensive. And inoffensive we must be. We are inoffensive, and that is where we're going to be. As we speak, a lot of things are going on in Biafra land, and it will continue until Biafra is restored. The Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, has a mandate to restore Biafra, and that mandate, he is not ready to step back on it. He has made a vow to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu restore Biafra. It is not just by mouth. We can see that word in action. And I bet you, Biafra is going to be restored. Biafra will definitely restore. And for any idiot that is dreaming to obstruct it or stand on its way, consider yourself gone. Consider yourself a goner, because in this new dimension, it is forward ever and backward never. Hear this for confirmation.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime.
You have our Prime Minister. That is the vow he made. And in that vow, he made a very important statement. He says, so long as we continue to stand on the way of the freedom, so long we remain consistent in the pursuit of our freedom, that he will never, ever leave us behind. And Mazi Simon ever have kept that promise up to this minute. The Prime Minister have put every single thing on the line, including his life, which is the greatest thing you can offer to anybody. Mazi Simon ever has given his life for the restoration of Biafra. Some of us do not know the kind of threat he faces. Some of us don't know what he goes through on a daily basis. The attack that is coming, you only know the ones you can see physically, the ones you see online. It is much more than that. The attack coming on our Prime Minister is much more than the ones you see with your eyes. But in the midst of all this, he has remained consistent in the pursuit of the freedom of his people. Wherever you are as a Biafran, I expect you, in the name of Chukwu Okeke, to know what to do at all times. Do not allow the enemy to take over you. Do not allow their propaganda and blackmail to get you. They will not stop. You see these people, they will never stop. They will continue on their evil agenda. But as long As long as you know what you are here for, you shall overcome. I urge every Biafran, wherever you are, no matter what you see, no matter the propaganda you can hear, do not give up. Always pay attention to the Biafran government, which is the only government that stands for us today. The only government that shows us the way. Do not allow their evil agenda to get you. Do not allow their propaganda and their lies to get hold of you. We must continue to focus on the reality of the day. No matter their propaganda, no matter their blackmail, do not pay attention, because we know where we are headed. Biafra is the destination. We are Biafrans. And no man born of a woman can change that. We are Biafrans. No matter what the enemy say, what they do not listen to them. We will never, ever allow the enemies to come closer to us. No matter their propaganda and their blackmail, no matter the evil that they are perpetrating, no matter their strategies they are coming with, we must not allow them to succeed. We must not. The restoration of Biafra is something that must happen, regardless what anybody is saying, regardless what they are doing. The question you have to ask yourself today is, how prepared are you? On your own, what are you doing to see that Biafra becomes a reality? Just like one of my sisters asked a question on this platform some time ago, which is also the question I've been asking. How are you going to be remembered in this very struggle? When Biafra comes, how are you going to remember? I'm not going to say if, because this is not a question of if. When Biafra comes, because definitely Biafra is going to come. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter what you think about it. It doesn't matter whether you support Biafra or you don't support it. Biafra is going to come. How are you going to remember after Biafra has come? If you are from the old southeastern region, the record is there. The record for you and I are there. How are you going to be remembered? That is the question. This question will continue to come, and it will continue to haunt every one of us. How are you going to be remembered? We have come a very long way. We have passed through different difficult directions. How are you going to be remembered? It is very sad when I see people today who claim to be Biafrans fighting for Biafra, and yet they don't believe in what they are preaching. It is sad. But I want you to ask yourself, how are you going to be remembered? Those of you who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you claim you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you claim you are the closest person to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you sleep with him, you eat with him, you do everything with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but today you are standing against his legacy and everything he represents. Have you ever sat down one day and think, when Biafra have come, how is your name going to be written in the history of Biafra? Every one of us will have our name written. As we come online to speak, people will come and remember it. Even when we are gone, our videos will be there for people to see. Every message you are sending, they will be there even after you are gone. How are you going to be remembered? Are your children going to be proud of you, or they're going to be ashamed of you? Today, have you heard about Ifa Juna family? Do you still hear about Ifa Juna family? Do you think he doesn't have a family? Of course he has a family, but no member of that family will be proud to mention themselves. Today, We have seen the families of the heroes. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, you can see his family. They are active. General Effiong, you can see the son of General Effiong. He has spoken on one of the programs, which I'm going to try to search the video out and use it for a program one day. And so many other people that fought. The record is there. How are you going to be remembered? Every one of us that is opening our mouth today and making our voice heard, we will all be remembered eventually when the time comes. But how? Are you going to be remembered on the positive or on the negative side? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself this question? And this question goes mainly to these people who intentionally, in one way or the other, stands against everything that Biafra represents. Not because they don't know that they are on the wrong path, but because some of them have soiled their hand in the evil, that today they are even scared of walking away. They can't go back anymore. They continue to dip themselves into the ocean of the more. That is why in one of the quotations of the Bible, he said that it will be better that you are not born, those ones who are going to betray, for you to betray the Son of Man. Those people through whom the Son of Man will be betrayed, it will be better that you are not born. It will be better that a stone is tied on your neck and thrown into the ocean than for you to believe it. All these things are there for you to see. But yet, people choose to betray the Son of Man and continue to betray him even up till now as we speak. They are still betraying him. We know that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be free. And we will celebrate him in his lifetime as a hero. Today, they have failed right, left, and center, and the only thing they are doing is to make sure he's not released. But I know the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be very soon. It doesn't matter how you feel or what you say about it. It is going to be released. And the shame will be yours. My beloved brother Maxwell, I can see you there. You're welcome, Maxwell. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Chuks, I'm here. Good morning to you.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for what you are doing. When it's like other people are relaxing, you're always fighting. You, Raf, and Biafra Unite, and our ladies, Obi and Ford, and I say, may Chukwu Kama continue to bless all of you for your doggedness in the fight for the freedom of my mother's ancestral land. Thank you so much for what you are doing. I use this opportunity to greet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I think he will be appearing in court. Is it on the 23rd? 21st?
Yeah. I was even thinking that it was today. When I was making broadcast today, I was thinking that it's today, but I made a mistake. Yeah, it's going to appear in court soon. Is it not this month?
Yeah, it should be this month. I think, is it 24th or so? I don't know.
Today is 23rd. So I was thinking it's today, but I was searching and searching. I have not seen anything about that yet. So we are still waiting. Let's hope, hopefully 24th, right?
I think so. I think I heard 24th or so. But okay, no matter what happens, we are not hoping on the Zoological Republic.
Never.
We are not hoping on them. You cannot. You see, somebody accused you of coming to his house to steal, and it's the same person that is trying you. What do you think that the person would do? The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu relies on what we that are outside would do. That is what I am hearing of our brother. I don't know how authentic is it. Our brother that collected contracts from the zoo, the oppressors. I heard some kepu from that side. Well, if it is real and is genuine, glory be to God. But if it is not, we will continue to do what we are doing, because we are not looking at anybody's face, who is genuine, who is not genuine. We are doing what we feel that is right, that is going to guarantee us the restoration of Biafra and the freedom of the Biafran people. Yes. Simplicity. So whosoever that has not realized that Nigeria is an oppressing entity, an oppressor itself. In fact, if there is any other thing worse than oppressor, that is what Nigeria is. That person is still joking. If you think that Nigeria is not an oppressor's camp, then you are joking. You don't need me to come and tell you because of what is happening. Look at Edo. Look at Edo election. You call yourself a democracy. Look, people were
very shameful.
People were caught on printing ballot papers in buses. In buses. People were caught. People were caught giving 30,000, that minimum wage that they cannot pay you. That is what they are giving each voter to go and vote for them. And at the end of it, what happened? When APC told them that they are going to deliver Edo State to APC, what happened? Has it not happened?
It has happened.
It has happened, my brother. You see, most of these things that is going on are reason to why Biafrans don't want to remain in such place. And that is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering the way he is suffering today. That is the reason why even a young man, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, that doesn't even need to suffer to carry the kind of load that he is carrying today, is carrying the load he's carrying. And that is the reason why all of us are having sleepless nights. That is the reason why our people are being tortured and killed in our Biafra land. And that is the reason why there is no development in that particular place, because most of our people have, tried to seek refuge under the hands of the oppressors, and you cannot get it. The more we speak to you concerning your responsibility to come out to support and fight for that thing that belongs to you, fight for your natural resources God has given to you that have been taken away from you for quite some time. Fight. You are defecating. Where you defecate is where you fetch water to drink. Your roles are nothing to to write home about. Your freedom is not even nothing to write home about. You cannot. You are being paid through your nose for what that God has given to you freely. And when people like us come out to tell you, when people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Prime Minister, his cabinet members, the media warriors, gallant men and women come out and support, you are, you are dragging your feet. We will not wait for you. You will meet us in Biafra as long as God knows that we are not fighting an unjust war. He will weaponize everything that will, no matter how small it is.
Absolutely.
To free our people in this bondage. Thank you so much. I yield here for now. I will come again to speak if you allow me to come and speak. Thank you, and God bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. My beloved brother, each time you come, it's always a very encouraging appearance. I appreciate you so much. And your words are just straight and direct. When you hear my brother Maxwell speak, you will know, you will see the zeal in him. He called himself Mama, but I call him a formidable Biafra. He's just a soldier like myself. We are just in it together, and the Biafra belongs to all of us. So he had just touched a very important point. When we are talking about getting out of this very zoo, people think it is just, some people think we are just saying it because we are too smart, or we are saying it because of their so-called resources or whatever. It is not about resources. It is not about smartness. It is to save life, to save life. It is to save humanity. That is why Biafra must exit from Nigeria. To save humanity. Just imagine the election my brother just mentioned. Who could believe that in a Edo election, only one state, they are still having problem in beavers? It's still not working. Their INEC is still bold enough to open their mouth and tell you that the beavers is not working, this one is not working, this one is not working. After so many complaints and complain. And the funny thing is that they do these things with impunity. They do it without apology to anybody. They will come and tell you they will do it, and they will go ahead and do it. Look, and they took away Edo State, and they said they will do it, and they have just done it. And nobody is going to do anything. Just see their governor say he's going to court. Go to court and do what? What are you going to the court to do? What are you going to the court to do? This has been the system. That is why when I see people still come out and talk about a better Nigeria, that Nigeria is going to be good, let us come together and work. I begin to wonder, come together to do what? What are you coming together to do? What are you coming together to do? The fraud of the Zoological Republic is foundational. It has been before even you were born. From the origin, from the creation of that country, that is where the fraud started. From the creation, from the beginning, onset. That is where the fraud in that zoo started. It didn't start just yesterday. It didn't start today. From amalgamation. The very first election that was conducted in that very country was rigged by the British. They rigged it. They rigged up to the extent of rigging the census. Census that was conducted was rigged. How can you build on a faulty foundation and you expect that foundation to stand? How? How? The only way you can be able to have a nice building standing that people can trust is destroying that faulty foundation and now set up a new foundation, which is exactly what the Biafran people are pursuing. Our pursuit for self-determination is not a selfish one. It is not just because of the Biafran people. It is because of humanity, to save black race, to save every indigenous person in the Zoological Republic. That is why the Biafran government, under our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is saying no to every evil that is happening. It is to save life. It is to save life. There's no other reason. It is not about resources. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it that if this resources is your problem, the oil, we are going to give you the oil free, supply you free. Let agreement be written. You take the oil free. Biafra is ready and preparing to build a brain-based economy. Go and check the countries that are doing well today. The formidable and strong nations you have today. What are they doing? Go on, my beloved brother Maxwell. Go on and speak on.
You see, to support, to build on what you just said. See, there are, let me just say, in my own opinion, there are two things that we are fighting today. The reason why, in my opinion, I want Biafra to come today is because of the life of our people, the restoration and the preservation of the land of Biafra. Number two is to prevent aliens who are not in the same belief with you to come and have access to our natural resources that is on the ground. Because that is what they are fighting for. That is what they are fighting for. They want to fight and take control of all the natural resources by force, oil and gas, every other thing that God has given to Biafran people. We have the intellectual capability to develop without natural resource.
Absolutely.
Our people that are making waves and making notable and recognizable things outside the zoo around the world are not relying on natural resources. It is their intellectual ability, ingenuity God has put in them. That is why they excel in every quarter that they are. But if you come to our homeland, my mother's ancestral land, there is something that these people are looking for, and that is to get hold of the natural resource, oil and gas in our land, to use it to finance terrorism right across the world. Look at how big the zoo is. The zoo is well over, it's about 900 and something thousand square kilometers. Look at how big it is. And that would tell you the resources that God has placed in that place. The north is, at least, let me just say, 70-80% in their hands, because they are now determining who will go out and who will not go out, and how much you will pay before you harvest your produce in your farm. Do you understand? They are in control. I listened to Musa the other day when he was confessing. Yes, we know conventional military fight for a conventional army to fight the kind of war that they have, called for themselves, because they called for the asymmetric system of government. They called for it because if they were not taking extrajudicial actions against the agitators, the Biafran people especially, I don't think that there will be any kind of armed struggle as it is now, because they called for it. They started the killing. They were killing with impunity, with pride. They killed with pride. They died with pride. They maimed our people using that statute of authority. They maimed our people using the scepter of uniform that they had. They used state powers to deal with our people, hoping that with these state powers, they are going to subdue the Biafran people. These were what they used, but unknown to them that the more you begin to spray insecticide on a mosquito, some will die, some will survive. Those that survive will build adaptations, Sabi. Build adaptations, and they will be stronger. They build their immunity. They will develop some kind of immunity towards that. And when you bring it next time, it will no longer kill them. That is why you see drugs. They are improving on drugs. The chloroquine you used to use is not what you are using today. Today you are using, is it amodiaquine or whatever they call it? That's what they are using, because those virus has formed immunity on the former one, and that is what they have done to Biafrans. The worst thing you would do to yourself is to continue to, impose yourself on the people. There comes a time when they will no longer take your instructions. So they have taken over the place, and they are crying today. The reason why they are crying is because they are fighting on both ears, and you don't have the kappa to carry it. In fact, when Biafra will all come out the way they're supposed to come out, the way I even think that it's going to be, that most of us will come in, it will be very, very devastating.
Absolutely.
Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it will draw you in. You would think the war is in Biafra land. You will come in there. Your back channel will be open.
Absolutely.
People that you don't even know about them will take over the whole places. Then when we begin, you will not have a base anymore. What they call RV. You don't have a place to revel again. That is what the needful will be done to you there. So if you are the person that you really know how to reason very well, with common sense, you will know that this thing is a very big trap for you people, and you do the needful. Since you are not ready to do the needful, like the Igbo people said in their proverb, exactly. So we are not going to, have any mercy on the enemies that are bent to come and deal with us. We will try our best to protect our land first, protect our women first, protect ourselves. It is only, let's protect ourselves first, because once you protect yourself, you have the power now to, look elsewhere and begin to protect. Our land must be protected. So first and simple, we must do that. So my brothers and sisters, they will never. Nigeria is on the verge of destruction, self-destruct, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called it, because they are fighting on both ears. You cannot survive it. The load will be too heavy for you. And the least they will do is to engage the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafran Defense Force, and the rest of them. We are getting there little by little. Let them not do that. I advise them, let them not do that. Let them do the needful. let them not go into asymmetric war with the Biafran Liberation Army. If they can hear, let them hear. They said, my Igbo people said also that when you speak to the ear refuses to listen. The day the head cutter will cut up the head, the ear will follow. God will follow. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. That is it. Sometimes when we are talking about the evil in Nigeria, some people think we are saying this out of hatred. Some people think we are just making things up. Some think it's out of selfish interest. Some think it's because, we have a lot of resources in our area. That is why. It is not. It is not. We only want to build a sane society where people can exist as human beings. And every other region, we have the same opportunity to build a society where they can exist as human, including the North. Including the North. You want to practice your Sharia. We don't have any problem with your Sharia. Practice it among yourself in your own territory. Let it be in that way that when we are coming into your territory, we know we are coming into a Sharia territory and we will obey your laws. There are Biafrans who are doing business in Iran, in Iraq, in Saudi Arabia, and they obey all the laws. They live there peacefully. Why are you putting us in a trap where you pretend that you have a secular system? A secular system where you told us that everybody have the right to practice the religion they desire in that system. In that same place, you deceive us. Then when we go to a certain area, simply because a man is standing up to urinate, you stone him to death. Simply because a man decided to relax himself and take some bottles of beer, which is not supposed to be a crime anywhere, he loses his life. Why are we setting us up ourselves in this trap? Why is it that people that call themselves Nigerian, educated people, who call themselves sensible people, why are we setting ourselves up in this kind of an environment? Look at, just like my brother was saying, the mineral resources in the North today is being mined by the terrorists, and nobody is talking about it. There is a video I'm going to play. You will see the governor of Zamfara. When he was asked about the terrorists taking over things in Zamfara, I want you to see the way the man was laughing and smiling on that question. A question that is supposed to bother any man that is in leadership. Even, see, watching the appearance of the man alone, the countenance of the person alone, you will know that the person is worried. But I want you to watch this program and look at how this man, who called himself a governor, is responding to an issue that is as so serious as terrorism that is taking the life of the people in Zamfara or Taraba, whatever they call him. Just listen to how he responds to these questions.
We know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government.
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
My brother, Max, look at the question that was posed to a governor. And now he is returning the question to the woman, asking her, who is he going to ask? When a governor responds in this manner, what are the ordinary people got to do? And look at his countenance, just look at his face. The way he responds.
We know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government.
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher. The story that was out there with the change of the commandant was that he raised some concerns and accusations that the outfit is not being equipped and is not being funded to fight the war you have set it up for. And then he was changed a couple of weeks after.
That is not true. If you had listened to the police when he was arrested and interrogated, it was a different story. What we found out was that he was fully involved in that operation in Mada. The records are there. You can get this information from the Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State. So it's not true.
Great. Mr. Governor, I'd like to take you back to my first question when I asked you about what your state was actually dealing with. Because we hear banditry in Zamfara in the northwest of Nigeria. But by our understanding, and the simplest definition of banditry involves groups of armed thieves. So these are thieves with just arms. Yet the challenge seems, grave, that the northwest, and particularly Zamfara State, is not able to deal with group of thieves who have arms. So do you feel the narrative is correct to say what you're dealing with in your state is banditry, or is it something more grave than that?
Well, I mean, it all depends on classification. You can call them bandits, you can call them thieves, you can call them any name. But my understanding is what will be the reason for these banditry activities. That's number one. Two, if you talk...
My brother Max, let's just stop here first of all. Looking at the response this man gave from the beginning of this very point, and now he's been asked question again about calling these people bandits instead of calling them the terrorists they are. And look at the way he responds. This is the Nigeria we are talking about. Go on, my brother.
You see, how many years did the Heir of Fire, has Heir of Fire left office now in Kaduna State? Was it not the same man that told the whole world and Nigerians that they know where the terrorists are?
Absolutely.
He took monies belonging to the state, money accrued, they collected from, the resources, the goods from oil and gas. They sold. They used it to go and pay these people. By the way, who brought them? Have we not listened to one man? Is it a Brgie or whatever, Brgie or whatever, that they were the people that brought in these people, for election purposes, absolutely. 2015. So which other one? Do you which other soothsayer do you need to tell you that these people are in cahoots? They know where they are. Look at the answer. They know where they are. They know who their families are, their mothers, and so on and so forth. Why is it difficult for you to get them?
Now compare it to what is happening in Southeast. Compare it to what is happening.
I'm coming there. Why is it difficult for you to catch them? That is a $1 million question I need to ask you. The journalist you are asking, what authority has she to prosecute terrorists or bandits, as you call them? What authority? You see, the reason why I told you here, I continue to say that if we don't remove in our morgue is filled with rotten teeth, about 2 or 3 or 4 of them, So there is no how we will chew anything with this rotten teeth in our mouth and we will enjoy that food. I'm speaking in parables here. I know you understand what I am talking about, because I have made this disposition in any platform that I go. We have people that instead of them to speak like this man that is talking here, they want to be politically correct all the time. You go to spaces, you see them. These are Biafran elites. These are some of the Biafran elites. In fact, when you look at the political elite in Biafra land, all of them are afraid. None, even the one that was speaking before, now they change. The only people that has never changed are the Biafrans that are really out to get what they want. These are the only group of people in that Biafra land that have not changed. Some of them have changed, but there are the present ones are not ready to even look at you. When they look at you, you are trying to, cajole them with your looks. They will shun you and move away from you. We know the ones, and these ones are the deadliest among the ones that you are in, I am in, and the rest of our people are in. So this is the reason why we are suffering the way we are suffering. When their own people are supporting them, even encouraging them to carry AK-47 to defend
they buy
their
it for
cows.
them. They buy it for them and supply them.
Yes, defend their cows. They are buying Hilosys, brand new Hilosys for them. What else do you want them to do? They know who they are. They are fighting for their own interests. That is the reason why they cannot arrest them. Didn't you hear in my own presence when helicopters were dropping weapons to them, even before this banditry started, the time when we were there? The time when we were there, were they not fighting, dropping, using helicopter to drop weapons for them, even before they start, the onslaught that they are doing today, the time when we were there? We were campaigning and shouting because of the fear of the military and what we had that time, and those that were on top that time, they couldn't do it. But when these other people came now, they say, oh, it is right for them now to do what they want to do. And they started. All of them is this the simple term. Forget about the introduction of Islam, Islamization. That is number one. Number two is to take over your land because they want to settle some of these people that are coming from outside from the Sahara.
Absolutely.
These are the people that they want to settle on your land. And they are doing it. They are surreptitiously doing they are subtly doing it little by little. But our people have refused to understand.
Have done it in the north successfully. They have done it in the north.
Benue State, they've done it. In Niger, around Shiroro Dam, Shiroro area, their village or local government, they are doing it. These people, they know what they are doing. They want to collect those vast lands, use the money that they have stolen and build irrigation to settle them and put them there. But for the natural resources that is in the Biafra land, they want to get hold of it by planting this horrible people. Now they have succeeded in planting APC governor in Edo State. What does that tell you? They have planted the other one. Is it in where? Is it in Ebonyi? Ebonyi, I think it is Mba is APC or PDP.
Ebonyi State is APC.
APC. They planted two. They planted two in Southeast Ebonyi and Imo State. Now they planted another one. They planted another one now in South now, as it is called. That is Edo. What do you think that is going to happen? These people now will do their biddings. I told you people before that these people have a very criminal system, modus operandi. They don't need their population. What they did is someone that can control, and that one will use the state act, the federal might from there to do what they are doing. The only person that is giving them, the only group of people that are giving them, a run for their own money are the Biafrans, where they impose hopes on them in Imo State. Look at what is going on. We say we no go green. No grief for nobody for there. And that is why he is finding it tough. Peter Mpa wanted to do his own when he took over power. As if they take do the government in exile tell and say, hey, you go collect. Now it is coming down. Ebonyi, Peter Mpa now, the Oluwoye certificate holder, is coming down right now as I speak. We know with what I am reading. He's coming down. That gra he wanted to do that time is no longer capable of doing it. So these are the only I do not know how the other side there is going to handle their own. Because when you look at what is going on there now, they want to plant their people and use them to impose. Look, if Nigeria remain one, Mazi Chuks and those that are listening to me, listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. If Nigeria continue to remain one, you see this livestock, what ministry that they have passed. You see this. You see these governors. These governors that are going to work under APC will be under them. Consider your legislators. You are representative from these states loyal to APC.
They are already loyal.
Good. They are going to, they will give them money that they will never refuse, that they will never reject. And they will turn and they will bring the bill to amend the Land Use Act. That is the only thing that is holding them. The Land Use Act. Because if you listen to Enyinaya Baribe, that my useless uncle, what he said that time, and as it is now, this law, the bill that you are bringing, as it is now, the lands are vested in the hands of the people on in the governor under the, I think, entrusted. Yeah, entrusted. That was the word he used. In the hands of the governor. So unless you now go and tinker, that was what he said, and tinker with the Land Use Act. He was now reminding them that you, as it is now, you cannot. The only thing you would do is to go and change the Land Use Act. And that is the reason why these people
attempted to do.
Yes, this is why they are now imposing their governor. Once they impose their governors in these states, they will now have an overwhelming. A time will come when they will throw it in. These people now will not. Who was the person that was championing the water resources bill? Is it not that legislator they call, is it governor? I think in Cross River. Was he not the one that was championing it?
Exactly. A Cross River man, an idiot.
Was he not the one that was, I think his name, is it governor or something like that? Senator governor or something like that. Was he not the one that was championing it? Coming to arise and channel to tell people it's a good thing that government will call. Do you know the implication of that? That government will not come and tell you that this particular place, we have taken it. And they can decide whosoever that they are going to put in there. Is that what this man was talking about? Glory be to God. The people refuse. If they pass that in that time, this is the reason why they are doing all this. You see these shenanigans. This APC winning here, APC winning there, APC winning there. They will do it, and they will even get all the states in all the federation under APC because these people have the money to do it. The only people that they cannot bribe is you, me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Simon Ekpa. He's coming every Biafran. These are the people, the Biafran Republic government in exile. I know I'm vouching for myself. You speak for yourself. I can't speak for any other person. Yes, because our people say a woman that is carrying a child at the back will not even know the type of bush leaf he plucks at the back.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself said it now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said the only person he is sure that we continue to fight for Biafra the next morning himself. He can't fight for anybody.
I know myself. Who are you? Do you know yourself? So I am looking. The only person that they cannot get is me. Me in particular, and what I have seen in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and what I have also seen in the Prime Minister. But as for you, who are you? Are you in, or are you going to jump out of the train sometime in the future? Then that answer remains you for yourself to answer. So this is what these people are doing. They want to plant these people, give them the money that they cannot. Do you know how much they have given to our people, political elites in Biafra land, that they have shut their mouth? None of them is even talking anymore. Do you know how much they have given to them secretly? Do you know the contract that they have given to them? Do you know the amount, what they call, is it a constitutional assembly or whatever, fund or whatever they gave to them? Do you know that if they don't keep quiet, they will probe them? These are some of the things that is tying them down. When you live with the devil, you dine with the devil. The devil will come after you if you are not strong, it will consume you because already you have using the smallest spoon, the short spoon, instead of the long spoon to dine with the devil. So that is what they are doing to them now. They are afraid to speak like this man that is on this screen here. They are afraid to speak. Some of our religious bodies, elders or leaders are afraid to speak like Sheikh Gumi. They are afraid to speak like Sheikh Gumi. If you speak like this, They will not give us supporters to go. You sold your own people already. Which one is worse? You speak out. You have sold your own sons and daughters to the hands of these people. Send them to the slaughter slab to be slaughtered. You have sold them, and you think that the person that bought your commodity will trust you. This is what these people doesn't know. You expose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he was captured, kidnapped. And you think that the person that you sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to will like you, will trust you. If I allow this man to come, the same way he sold, he get mind to sell his own brother. Me, he go tear me into pieces. That is the fear. That is the fear. Look, these people love, for me, my own opinion, they will love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of his truth and where he stands, the strong nature of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They respect him more than these other people that you call our political elites and elders in the land and the traditional leaders. But they are all accomplices of what is going on in Biafra land. If they will come out, if 1/4 of them will come out, summon the courage, the clout to speak like this man and the likes of them in the north, my brothers and sisters, nobody will torment us. Nobody will denigrate us in Biafra land. You see, so that is the only thing I have to say here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. It's really so painful. It's really so painful. It's really so painful when you look at the attitude of those who call themselves politicians in the southeast. Look at the case of our beloved sister Amaka. It is unbelievable to see that even the Biafran politicians pen in their signature to go and kidnap their own daughter, even when they know that she is innocent. They know that she responded to an attack against her. They pen their signature to go and kidnap their own daughter all the way from Canada and bring her back. And some of them, we are proud to do that online. Until Mazi Simon, whenever the president came online and spoke, then Peter
hold their thought there. You are the host. So me, I go, since there is nobody to come on and support her. See, which people sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out? Which people started the deliberation of proscription of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist group? Is it not the
governors that proscribed the IPOB now? Is it Fulani?
No. If they did not do that, let's say they didn't do that time. Do you think the federal government will have the temerity to come and do it?
No.
Okay. You look at this man that is on the screen here. From the beginning, they are telling them, oh, they are not terrorists, armed bandits. They are called armed bandits. They are just a group of disgruntled people that are going about protecting their cattle from cattle rustling and protecting the bushes and their cows. This is the definition they gave to them. That is the definition they gave to them. But our own people, my mother's people, the political elite, what did they do? They summoned a high delegate. Didn't you see Carolina White, when they were high-powered delegate meeting or whatever delegation, they had a high-powered meeting. What did they deliberate there? How to kidnap their own. Yeah, Carol White. How they kidnap. Yeah, how they are going to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That didn't you hear Ojos or Carlo coming to Okezi Ikpeazu that time and told Okezi Ikpeazu that the criminals, the IPOB criminals that are giving you restless nights and so on, I'm going to go to Abuja. He was boasting. I'm going to go to Abuja to tell the Buhari to give me soldiers to come and deal with them. These are the kind of elements that you have. You call your elder statesman. And when an elder speaks in this manner, you want me to respect you? If I get opportunity, I will stone you. If I get opportunity, I will stone you because you are not speaking like an elder. An elder don't alter such things. And even when you see what is going on, what your counterparts are doing in other places that are even worse, what they are fighting is against the human norms. What they are fighting is against the human norms, against the indigenous people, against the belief of any reasonable, minded person. Introduce Sharia in a secular state. I cannot sell beer. You want me to wear hijab, cover my face all over? Is that what you want to introduce in a so-called secular state? I cannot sell beer there. Religion is encompassing. Is that not what the Constitution said? You are free to carry as long as it is not at the detriment of your fellow human being. But they are using freedom of worship. Where they are using their own now to deal with the people, and you cannot talk. And their people are also supporting them and massaging them, embellishing the atrocious, doings of these people. But when you come to my mother's ancestral land, you see grown men and women trying to be one Nigeria, a patriotic Nigerian. I was listening to someone, this Ikwere man, the typical Ikwere Igbo man, one elder that is speaking on challenging the false narrative that Ikwere are Beninese. There is one, I've forgotten his name. I love that man so much. But his angle concerning Biafra is what I don't know. He said, even it's okay, but he said we should reunite ourselves before we come together and begin to fight for Biafra. That is his own opinion, because a divided house cannot stand. That's his own opinion. But we will try to do it. As people are seeing what is going on, those that have sense will know that this calls for restoration of Biafra. Okay, so that is it. So this man, when I listen to this man, I look at him and say, well, these are the kind of persons that I would like, because this man's hand has not been soiled. He has not been, his hand is not soiled. His hand is not soiled. That is the reason why this man is bold in camera, on videos, talking the way he is talking, correcting the wrongs of this past, the age-long falsehood that has been peddled in the minds, planted in the minds of our people. That you answer Chukwuemeka, you wake up, you tell me that you are not Igbo.
Very funny.
It's very funny, my brother. You answer to BC, you say you are not Igbo. You have nothing in common with the person that you are telling. Look at what one of their kings said in Edo. That Oduduwa is from Ife, or Ramiya or whatever comes from Ife. So Ikwere people, those in Ikwere people that said they are from Benin, you are also part of Yoruba, right? you are also from Ife, right?
Let's joke.
You see, my brother.
I think I have a video on that. Let's just listen to that guy and see. I hear that guy.
The word Benin just began just recently, of which Ikwere is far older, of which all of us within these areas are far older. So for you to mention, say you're from, who gave the word Benin? Benin is a word invasion. Benin simply means Elebunu, land of vexation, and it just was given recently. It's just less than 500 years when Ramio came and invaded it. So as at what time did you come and became a Benin person? Now, for those of you who do not know, we say Benin, Benin, Benin. For those of you who do not know, how old is this Benin? This Benin we are talking about, how old is Benin? Go and ask yourself a question. Benin is not more than 500 years. The word Benin began from 13th century. The word Benin began from 13th century. That was when the invasion of Oramio came into the land of Godomigodo and dismantled their leadership structure. So the land, the word Benin just began just recently, of which Ikwere is far older, of which all of us within these areas are far older. So for you to mention, say you're from, who gave the word Benin? Benin is a word invasion. Benin simply means Elebunu, land of vexation, and it just was given recently. It's just less than 500 years when Ramio came and invaded it. So as at what time did you come and became a Benin person? I don't know. As at what time did you become a Benin person? You say Ikwere man, you say Oba man, you say this. What time did you become a Benin person? Because the word Benin just began. Benin just started. Just less than 500 though. Go and check history. Benin, the word Benin is less than 500 years. It began when Orami on the Yoruba, whatever, came in, Ojujuwa son or whatever, came and invaded the land of Igodomigodo. That was a land inclusive of the various tribes who came for some certain business. Some came for the trade of elephant trunks and all that. They were all doing that in that land. Igbos, the original ancestral home of Igbos, were in Igodomigodo. And now when Ramio came, there was an invasion. Several people were killed. Several people. This invasion also came in with the help of the Portuguese. They began to ransack this region. That was what led some of our people, the Exodus United, they now came back to their hinterland, to their brothers, to come closer to their brother. That's why you have the Anyoma people, Anocha, Ukwane people, they came closer to their brother because it is more safer to be closer to your brother than for you to be in that area where Oramio has created a lot of hostility. So much onslaught, so much capturing of people, invasion of communities took place. So the Benin, the word Benin just started less than 500 years. Please go and study.
You see, this guy has a lot of videos on this issue of
you see, there is one he said, Mazi Chooks, and everybody that is listening to us today, you see, the Republican nature, that is one he said, that is what I'm talking about. The reason why it was easy to capture and invade the Igbo land, the Ndibo land before, and killed and send some of them into slavery. If you go to where my mother comes from, it's a very large community. It's a very large community. If not that development is coming in now, you will see a building here, the same community, you see a compound here. By the time you move, let's say about 500 meters or 600 meters before you see another building. Then you see another. That is how our places were built in those areas. If not that development is coming now, then you see them building house close to each other. In those days, our people were not building house close to each other. And that was the reason why it was easier for invasion to carry our people. He said, he made an info. He said, look at how Ibadan is and look at how Enugu is. The buildings in Enugu were scattered. There were much spaces. But when you look at Ibadan, everywhere was clustered. It is, you see, a passage is a passage between one building and the other. When you come out, your neighbor will see you. When you go out, your neighbor, everybody knows everybody within that area. So it is difficult to invade such person without information. Quickly go out to the other people to reinforce themselves and chase the invader away. But when you stay far away, they will come and hold this one. When you shout and shout and shout and shout, nobody cares, then they go, because everybody wants to be king of his own. Everybody wants to rule their own part. That is why you are a king in your own house. These are the things that made us. Nobody wants to go closer to his brother. I want to be my own. This one wants to be own. This one wants to. They scatter themselves. When the enemy comes, we begin to pick them one after the other. Unlike now, that everybody is that development has brought everybody together. So that was the reason why our people were prone to attack in those days. They were prone to attack in those days. And the same thing is happening today. The same thing is happening today. I don't want to allow Brother Chooks to go. We introduced what they called crabology. In Ghana here, that's what we call crabology. Put crabs inside the bucket. All of them will be struggling inside the bucket. Instead of them to allow one to climb up and turn the bucket so that the rest will go. As that one is climbing, they are drawing that one down. All of them will remain there and die there. That's exactly what is happening. Those that survive now are these ones that are using, Connie Wayman die, Connie Wayman bury him, to begin to fish us out and say, oh, we are not in support of what you are doing. We agree on Biafra, but the way you are doing it is not the way you're supposed to do it. You are doing this, you are doing that. And I'm here to tell them, the neck, sit at home that we have adopted, instead of going on the street for them to slaughter and buy all of us the way they normally do. Has it at home affected Abia State, Biafra land now, from performing in NECO exams? The last percentage I had was 83-point-something%. Has the sit at home affected them? What is sit at home done to our people? Has it also affected their educational system and so on and so forth? If it does, why are they progressing today? Those that are not sitting at home, go and see where they are. You see, these are some of the things. These people will fabricate things and bring it out for us. It is only the sensible ones like you, me, that will say, no, we will not be allowed this kind of people to control us with their false narrative. I love this man that has spoken. I love it. If our people would behave like this man that you keep putting his pictures on this screen here, this man, I don't think anybody will interfere in whatever that happens. So maybe Biafra would have come. We would have passed this stage now. We would have passed this stage. But we have people that when their children commit crime outside, they chase them. When they get to the gate, their parents will lock up the gate for them and begin to ask them from inside, what did you do? Go and settle your thing, and the enemy will devour the children. That is what this elder has done. That is what they have done. And that is what they are continuing to do until something drastic is done on these people. I know you will not remove saboteurs. As you are fighting, there will be saboteurs. As Russia is defending itself in the hands of NATO, there are saboteurs in Russia as well. Yes, it is a very brutal war. Russia is fighting the whole of the big world powers. They are fighting their own, they are defending their land. Ukraine is also doing the same thing. They are with proxy. So these are some of the things that is going on, So there must be elements of saboteurs that are there. We call them moles. You have moles within you that will not be able, that will not allow or agree to the tenets, to your own belief and what you want to do. So these are some of the things we are fighting, and we will continue to fight this as long as this world remains. That is the, some of the challenges we are going to have, and how are we going to right or curb those challenges is left for us to decide. Are you there?
Talk you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for that elaborate explanation. Let us hear more from that man on the more question that he was in.
Talk about Niger Delta. I will say yes, there's an economic reason why people are fighting to get certain things. If you look at Boko Haram, you will say that it's a religious issue because they believe in their faith, and therefore they want to defend their faith. What is the reason in Zamfara? We are the same people, 99.9% same religion. So what is the reason? What are they fighting for? This is the question.
Have you been able to find an answer to that question?
That is still what we're trying to do, because I cannot understand why. And imagine
Chief security
If today they're going after government officials, they say, okay, they have grievances with government officials, but they kill innocent people that barely even eat 1 square meal in a day. What could have been the reason?
You don't know.
That must be crazy. And that is still what we're trying to find out. And to deal with that is you need to deal with these people decisively.
And
can you imagine this kind of politicians? Go on, my brother, go on.
How can you find out? You find out something that you are supporting?
I wonder.
How can you prosecute something that you are supporting?
Look at this same man who told you that he knows them all. He knows them, he knows their house, he knows their family, they are among them, they are the family. But now he's claiming he doesn't know what they're looking for.
See, these people are fighting for dominance. Let me tell you one thing. I know that they are, in Islam, there are different kinds of sects.
Yeah.
And the problem of the Sunnis and the Shiites didn't start today. It didn't start today. I think it started during the time when their prophet died. The Shiites claim that they are the rightful people that are supposed to succeed their prophet. There was a coup overnight within them that brought in the Sunni people. From that time, that disagreement on who's supposed to be and who don't supposed to be has been the bane in their fight till today. When you look at Nigeria, look at Ezezaki. Ezezaki is a Shiite leader.
Yeah.
Buhari is a Sunni leader. They never agreed in one thing. Probably they will agree in Sharia, but other things they will not agree on. You understand? So that thing has been there. When you look at Saudi Arabia is Sunni dominated. Iran is Shiite dominated. Okay, there is no agreement. What Saudi Arabia will agree, Iran will not agree to that. So these are some of the things. So when you ask this man, they are one people, one religion, has he, taking into cognizance the Shiite and the Sunni among them? Who are the indigenous people in that particular place that needs to be taken out? Who are the indigenous people there?
Chief Secretary of the State said he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Who are the indigenous people there? He claimed, you see how they do it? I was in a space some time ago. One guy came out there. He's a Fulani man. He came out there and said, hey, the North are one. The North, Arewa is one. Arewa is one. And some of our people in that X, I told him, I said, look, I pulled out a video when an awesome young man, about 2 of them, were condemning what their ancestors, the lackadaisical attitude, behavior of their ancestors in those days that allowed the caliphate to take over the entire North. That they are not one. Didn't you listen to Obodame Lafia before his mysterious death? Didn't you listen to what he said? He said that the North should and the Yoruba should apologize to the Biafran people. He said it. They should apologize for what they did to them. That man recognized that their evil was meted out on these people. But because of pride, they say, oh no, you cannot. How will you kill a group of people? How will you buy a group of people? How will you feel, rejoice or happy buying a group of people? Because of what the military boys did. Because of what the military boys did, the Nigerian
military, not Biafran military, Nigerian military.
Not Biafra, the Nigerian military, the 5 majors, their action. Well, it was a coup on the Nigerian people by the Nigerian military boys. You left them. You now go and kill the innocent people. And the world was listening, watching as that thing was going on. That time they couldn't speak. They couldn't come and say, no, you cannot do this. The way they've done in Burma for the Rohingya Muslim people. The way they intervened in that particular place. But they sat down there and watched as the Biafran people were mowed down on daily basis. They were going house to house, pointing them. Even some indigenous Hausa people that tried to hit them were killed with the same Biafran people. The world watched as those things were going on. And when our leaders said, okay, this problem, we are going to right it, they came to Eburi, Ghana, Eastern region, they solved everything. They went home, they destroyed it. They said, oh no, this is what we are going to abide on. This one said, oh no, in that you will die. They took war against the same people and mowed down over 3 million people, not just by bullet, but through starvation, total starvation. Total starvation. The world was listening. The same way the world is listening, watching these people ransacking the whole place until they took it over from the indigenous people. Nothing will remain. And as they are growing in, how do I put it? They are growing in strength day by day, unopposed by the authority that is also accomplished. When they finish those places, what will happen? The reason why you and I are here today, to protect our land. When they finish that side, what will happen to our side? And I'm using this opportunity to tell anybody who cares to know. When you look at the Biafra land, the majority of the people that are there are Igbo-speaking Biafrans. And because these people have seen what you have done in the past, that is why the other, ethnic indigenous people there are being saved. When you look at the majority of the deaths that we have seen, it is on the side of the Igbo-speaking Biafran, because they say no, that they cannot continue with this. And if they take them out, the rest will be a walk in the park. I am telling you, based on what is there and based on what some 63 NAs that I served with told me in Brgie and in one mechanized infantry division, Kaduna. And I love what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said when it started. He said, this Biafra that is going to come, there will be no majority, there will be no minority. It is one man, one group. Exactly. Your resources, you are going to harness your resources. If you will pay certain amount to the central government, because the development of Biafra will start from the grassroots. Those with the intellectual capability that God has given to us will unleash it. When it comes here, I speak with passion. And I encourage all of them, those that are still in their cocoons. Oh, Igbos are plenty. They are dominant. Nothing will happen to you. With the same way we are fighting this corrupt system, if by chance the same thing happens, you will see us and our children fighting for you as well. Because nobody, no tribe, no ethnicity will be dominant on each other in Biafra land. And that is what we are fighting today. How do you think we are going to replicate the same thing in Biafra when it comes? We will not. If that is your fear, I beg of you, come out of it. Come out of it. The Ijaw people will control their resources on their land. Every state in Biafra land, 40 of them will control and harness every resources that is in their ground and use it, a certain percentage, to the central government to maintain the federal structure. Then the rest will go to the land and take care of the land that all these resources have been taken from. That is my own proposal. in order to assuage this fear of dominance. If you control what is the reason why Nigeria is where it is today, everybody is running to Abuja to become the president. You can even, do whatever to become the president, because that is where once he who controls the political power controls all the resources and monies in Nigeria. That is the reason why they are running there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to restructure on the streets of London. They refused. The one that is there now will tell you restructure my put. And he's putting the restructure right now, as you are seeing. So we have another elder brother is in the studio. So let me rest so that he can come in and speak, please.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you. Welcome you, my brother Young Wealthy. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. You are very much welcome. Give Biafrans a shout out before we continue. Go on and speak to Biafrans. You're muted.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my beloved
and good
brother.
morning to all my dear Biafrans across the world from my end.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really so much grateful and happy over this particular program here and the way our brother spoke. I might not have much for today because of other things involved. I picked a point why I said I have to appear in the studio. In fact, I will first of all appreciate Simon Ekpa. I will always do this because he is working ceaselessly, tirelessly, and to ensure where he is aiming at. And of course, we all know where he is aiming at, to give us Biafra. And this is very, very certain. So I will keep appreciating him until the D-Day, because he's doing a very fantastic job. I also uphold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here, who actually have opened our eyes to this freedom line. So I appreciate him so much. He has done a very great job. And every other thing we are doing, I can see our Prime Minister on the job. That's great. He's great. Yes. He is doing it. He is doing it. On daily basis, he is doing it. Yes. On daily basis, he is doing it. Yes, that's my man. The great man of our day, of our time. Great.
Go on, my brother. Go on.
Yes, sir. So, from some of the points my brother here on the studio had just made, most times I become too much, so much ashamed to actually speak on the activities of some of our Biafrans people, and more especially the ones who would have called elites within the homeland. I'm always ashamed of their activities. Very, very nefarious. And now, as it stands, you see, our people, from their activities, you will check out that they have lost, their history. Because when one is intact of his history, he cannot behave the way they are behaving. And Before I come to conclude this particular point here, I will first of all say that, our people develops or suddenly develop the attitude of putting everything into commerce. And they feel in this case of buying and selling, everything has to go about it, or everything has to, be taken into it. And now, if you buy commodity, you sell commodity, and you make money from there, it doesn't really mean you must apply your brother into this selling out, and then you apply your house, I mean your very house you are living on, even when you don't have another one, into selling it out. And then you take your children that you might not have another, and then sell them out, all in the name of buying and selling is a good thing, you make money from it. Or I don't understand. So they feel they will put everything into commerce, and that is the reason why they don't end their buying and selling or their trading within commodities. They will sell their brothers, they will sell their community, they will sell their homes, they will sell everything is for selling. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is madness. Now, why will you think a man like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who comes out and said everything, the prophet of our time, you will sit down, connive, and conspire on how to sell him out? I don't understand. The highest madness indeed. And then you don't stop there. You are with your right senses, if I should say, to know that your brothers are there, about 70 million above, from your land, your ancestral home. And then you do a thing that you will sell them all out just for you to hold money. To use the money for what? Using the money for what? When the first thing in life as a human being in your right senses is supposed to be that relationship is number one thing. Because you alone, if you are in your right senses, you can't survive alone. You can't make it alone. You can't feel your life alone until the next person is by your side, or somebody is by your side, or people are by your side. And that whatever wealth you make is for you to use it in service relationship. And now if you make your money and then your head will not go to this other angle of it, and then you are just about making the money and making the money to the detriment of people around you, and then your neighbors, your brothers, your relatives all together, you just want to make the money, even if they will die, even if you are going to kill them or sell them out just for the money. And then what are you going to use the money for? So it's madness. They are just mad. I don't know. Now, I also look at it that why they should be doing this is because they don't know that they belong to, a home. They belong to, a people. They have a history and all of that. So now, because why I'm saying this is, anybody who knows that he belongs to somewhere, he comes from somewhere, he must know his history. And when you know your history, you will always like to maintain your history. And so if somebody should come in for you to sell anything about your what makes you, you can't dare it. Even if you are in luck, you cannot try it. Unless you are insane. So are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you are insane. If you are in your right senses, you can't sell your house. You can't sell your home when you have not prepared another home. And of course, you can't dare your history. That's what I mean. You can't dare your history. And, you know, at a point when Moses was about to take up this project, of course, he started by having a burden, you know, for the people that are being oppressed. Then he never knew his history, neither did he know.
Measures. Let's talk about.
Neither did he know where he comes from. Therefore, when God saw this burden in him, he now said, yes, I've seen.
I think he's having a network problem.
Yes, he's having a network problem. I believe so.
That is what it is. Once you are in the zoo, that is what is always expected. The network problem will always come in and go, and I hope that our brother comes back and connect back. So as we are saying on that line of thought, I tell Biafrans in the present day struggle, everybody should know that the game have changed. It is no longer a time, it's not any longer a time when we always stay in defense. Biafran people have been in defense since 1945. It have been in defense. Every time they attack us, we never fight back. We never even, and that was why they were very, very successful in preaching propaganda against us. That is how they were able to succeed. Because when they come to their media, we know that the media is in their hand. Most of the media in Nigeria is owned by the people who support that one Nigeria, most especially people from the Oduduwa land, the Yorubas. And they always tend to push everything that has to do with the Biafrans and make it go viral. They have continued, and we don't push back. In those days, we were not in the media. We were not in the media. But I thank Chukwu that is one of the greatest things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, to enter into the social media and introduce most of us into that social media. Today, their conventional media is useless. It is the social media today that control the narrative of everything you want to hear. The social media controls the narrative. That is why every one of us should begin to play a part in social media. When you see issues that have to do with Biafra, share it and make it go viral. Positive things. Positive about Biafra. When you see the one that are not positive, respond immediately. And the example is when you look at the case of our beloved sister Amaka. If not for the way we responded, they would have kidnapped Amaka in Canada and brought her back. But even when they were using their conventional media, they could not be able to sell that narrative because we were on social media providing evidence immediately. Every Biafra, any platform you go, it is her program. Providing counter narrative immediately. And that was how that very program died a natural death. But do you see what happened? Do you know that Amaka sued that Abike Dabiri? Abike Dabiri was sued, but the media didn't carry it. None of the conventional media is talking about that suit. They didn't talk about it. And it lies on the ground. But if it was something that is very negative on Biafra people, they will push it and push it. And some of us, we help them to even share the program. We have to begin to change our narrative. You see, anything we don't post, anything we don't share, it doesn't fly. We have the highest population on media. Anything we don't promote and we don't share, it will not fly. We should learn to promote and share anything that is positive on our side. If it is negative, when you see it, scroll up. Don't comment. Even comment. Don't comment. That issue will die a natural death. Go on, my beloved brother.
Do you know? I am here to. I think it's a different thing to understand that one had made a mistake, and another thing to correct it. And I would like to use this opportunity on your platform to correct. Do you know that I almost fall into their trap? Condemning my Nemocha Amaka.
Yeah.
I made a tweet that I am not in support of the outburst, but no matter what happens on my tweet, if they cannot arrest the rest of the people like wounded civilian, Bayo Nanuga, the first lady now, and the rest of them, the Oba of Lagos. So you have no right to arrest Amaka. That is what, you know, if I am at fault for condemning my Nemoche, and I am here to use this opportunity. If she is watching me or anybody that is going to send this message to her, I am sorry for condemning you in the first place, because that time it was hot. And when you hear me speak about it in subsequent appearance in many platforms, including S, my position is no. You cannot condone or cover your own, and you want to come and in X. What was the reason of that? She was responding to the bully. She was bullied in that particular platform severally. She was called named. The ethnic group where she comes from were decimated. They were denigrating her own tribe, and it was too much. It was on her nerves. Then he came out after I watched that conversation on that platform. I was not happy at all. And that is not here alone. There are other platforms where our people are joining to condemn our own people as well. You go to different platforms.
That is one thing we must correct. We must correct it. We must learn to support our own. No matter what, we support our own. We bring her home and then we do it.
There is a platform that I normally go. I don't need to mention them here. Majority of them know them. There is one Yoruba and the rest are, Igbos. I used to go there. You go there and see how your fellow Igbo man is condemning you worse than a non-Igbo speaking Biafra. Every time they are politically correct, every time they will come and speak grammar, every time the way you are doing it is not good. Your methodology is here. This is this. But they would not profile any way forward apart from what we are doing. You see the other one, the file career. Korea service man. the file Korea service man. You see him every day. There is no platform that this man go to that he will not mention Mazi Nnamdi by the Prime Minister. If he hasn't, he will not be. It's like the zeal of mentioning Mazi Nnamdi by the Prime Minister is always, if you no do him, he no go rest. But today he's been carrying fire. What has he done? Mazi Nnamdi that started after his file carrying system. He has formed a national government in exile, surrounded himself with great men and women as his cabinet members. He had a lot of support. Look at the picture look at the video you just showed there. Are those people miscreants? The people you showed few minutes ago, few seconds ago, are they miscreants? These are people that have excelled in their area of professionalism. Are these people miscreants? Oh, are these people jobless people? My head, they burn. Are they jobless people? These people like this that have experienced what good democracy will give you, coming out, leaving their job and everything to come out and begin to fight for us, for you and I. You sit down where you are eating hamburger, you are eating cheese and so on and so forth, but you cannot come out to support. But when you see those people that are supporting, you come after them. Even your own government you are supporting. You cannot even go and criticize them the way you criticize your own person. Are you not a fool? Are you not a fool? You are over there shouting, hey, they are killing your people. You are doing it at home. You are killing businesses. Did the people in Biafra land told you that their businesses are being destroyed? Nah, men went some time ago to interview. They say, no, we are sitting at home because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. Who are those people that are enforcing it? Eh? If the Nigerian army would do what they did in Liberia, if the Nigerian army will support the Asari Dokubo to do what he is doing, and that one is popping up like other snake, what makes you think that they are not the ones that are enforcing this thing, using the Igbo people in order to tag the Biafran people, agitators to it, to tie them to it? You are in a system where you know what they are doing, what they are capable of doing, and you are arguing that they cannot do it. I tell you, they will do it. These great women and men that are here, are they miscreants? Are they online citizens? Look at them, migrating Nemoches and my Namoches, fighting, leaving their job, coming out to fight. Look at the white people there coming out to fight. But the only thing you will do, a Biafran, is to sit down and continue to castigate your own people. Are you not a fool? You know, get sense. That is what it is. You know, get sense. When your own people are fighting for what the atrocities that is going on your own land, instead of you to wake up and fight, support your own people, even speak. If you don't have money, speak. Look at how the North, the elites, are massaging their own. But when you come to your land, where your people are being pied on daily basis, their land have been taken over from them. Their natural resource taken over from them. They have nothing to boast of after slaughtering them, after dealing with them, and give them only 20 pounds, irrespective of how much they have in their bank accounts at that time. The only thing you would do is to come out here after looking at these great men and women of Biafra land, great people that God has set aside for this job. You are there criticizing them while you are eating burger. My brother is back. Let him carry on.
Thank you so much, my brother Maxwell. You've done very well. Yeah, welcome back, my brother Young. Are you there? Can you now go on?
Thank you, sir.
We understand the situation over there. You always have that a problem, so it's understandable. Go on and use your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I was actually saying that God, when he saw the burden in Moses, he said, yes, this person can do the job. He has to commission him. And he visited him on Mount Sinai and taught him his history. When Moses asked him, this thing you're sending me, what will I say? What will I tell them? How will I convince them? He now gave him his history, that he should go back and remind them of the history. Having taught him his history right in Mount Sinai, Moses gathered the momentum, the morale, he gathered the authority to go out and do the job. And that's why no matter, even when everybody knows that Pharaoh is a terror, a very big one indeed, Moses, has to confront him with all manner of boldness and authority. And Pharaoh was like, Moses, what happened? He never knew what really happened. It was because he was given his history and he has it full time without any deduction or limitation. So he exercised it and he liberated his people, the children of Israel. And today they are where they are. So now our people lost their history and they don't have it. As I speak with you, a lot of them don't have it. More especially those big fools that are so-called elites. You know. Hello, sir, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. More especially these big fools that are so-called elites. The politicians from the Biafra land. They are all big fools at this time. Even the English they speak, you realize that when they come up with a narrative over a particular thing or any event, they are just lamenting. The words in their mouths does not match, or their narratives does not match the events on ground at all. And that is when you will know that since they don't have their history, their brains are mentally disordered, displayed. And as such, they can't behave well. They can't connect the dots together. You understand, sir?
Yeah.
So these people, as you see them, they are completely insane. They are not in their right senses. And that's why you see them do what they are doing. Now, all of their attention and their ambition, everything about them is just on money, nothing more. They don't look at their brothers like people again, like human beings again. What they see, what they want, what they love, what they go for, what they fight for is money. And even when they see that Nigeria is befalling their brothers, even when they see that even right in your immediate family, Nigeria is happening to them, as worst as it is, they don't care. That's what will tell you that their brains are no longer with them. That's what will tell you that they are insane. They are no longer, normal human beings. They are something else. I hope you are getting me, sir. Yeah. You can use the point I'm making here to check and balance the whole thing. And know that they are no longer human beings. And of course, why I'm saying that is anybody that is no longer in his right senses as a human being, he is no longer a human being. You are something else. We are just looking at your body structure and we say, oh, he's a human being. But your senses are no longer that of a human being. So Nigeria, is not that Nigeria is not happening. It's happening to them, even directly themselves. Their sons, their children, like even their immediate brothers or something, it's happening to them. But they can't say it, even when you will hear them come out to say anything or make comments about it. Check their narratives about the event. You will see that it does not match. There you will know that they are insane. Their mentality or their mental state is something else. You know. So I follow them bomber to bomber in all the events within their homeland in Nigeria. Okay, they are there. They call themselves governors, they call themselves senators, they call themselves, reps members, and all of these positions they occupy. You realize that something will happen, or some things are happening. Now you see a Yoruba man with an insignia boldly written Oduduwa Nation, and he will walk everywhere in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
He will walk in the north with it, no molestation. I mean, so bold. He will walk in the Yoruba land.
The National Assembly, they sing Oduduwa National Anthem.
Okay. And then they will walk within the Biafra land, no molestation. I mean, so bold. Okay. The Arewa people, the northerners, they will wear such insignia with a boldly written Arewa nation. And he will walk across Nigeria, I mean, within the 3 regions. And boldly, without any fear. But the Biafran man, even the senators themselves, they can't try it. There you see a bunch of fools. And they cannot come out for once to say, mention these things and say, why is it like this? We know boldly that we cannot be called the Oduduwa. We know boldly we cannot be called the Arewa. We know we are a nation of ourselves. We are a people of our own. And then, why is it that we cannot come out boldly, or we can't even, wear such insignias and then be free? They are not saying it. There you will know that their brains are not intact. You understand, sir?
Yeah.
Their brains are not intact. So I look at all of these things, I get confused completely. Who are these people? What happened to them? When I search around, I discover the brains are not there. And that's why it is like that. So I no longer speak so much about this, our very people from the homeland. I no longer speak about them because they are no longer a people. Those ones that we should depend on, they are no longer a people. They are not there. We are just seeing images. The people themselves are not there. So completely, for me, I am tired of mentioning about dead people, because anybody who is not functioning, or anybody who, is out of incompetency, is out of competency, I no longer count them as humans, because a human being is created with a larger brain than that of the animal, so that he can exercise competency. But in a situation where you see a full-fledged human being standing before you, and you discover that he is full of incompetency, then he is not alive. He's a dead man. He's a walking corpse, to say, if I should put it. So I don't see them like people again, like people who are alive again. I see them like dead people. So to me, I don't speak much about these people. And God himself have seen this. He has seen it. That is the reason why he searched for the people that will do the work. And he got them at this time. He looked at the hearts of Undoubted Nnamdi Kanu. He saw the burden in him about these people. He gave him the strength, the power, the might to do it, and he did it to the point he did it. And that is why the whole thing is where it is. And of course, along the line, he saw that, yes, Simon Ekpa is going to take it to the very last level of this particular great achievement. And he brought him out. He saw the burden there. He brought him out, and he's doing the job. So that is the reason why each time I appear on the studio here, I go about thanking him, appreciating him, and putting more grease to his elbows, and the executive around him. His cohorts in the Biafra government executive. So they are doing their job. I am okay. Let's leave these animals, because animal has nothing to contribute to, I mean, the welfare of humans. You can bear me witness on that. And that is the reason why you see that they are doing nothing. That's to let you know that they are animals.
They are left already.
So they have nothing to.
The only difference there is that our prime minister is a very kind man. The olive branch is still there, very open for them. They still have one last opportunity. If you can remember, our prime minister just gave them special invitation to join the convention in Finland. It's going to take place November, December. So any one of them who wants to make that choice, the choice is theirs. Either to be part of Biafra or to go exile from Biafra. It's either you go exile or you join the Biafra government. The road is open. The invitation has been given in the public, not in the secret. And today, the choice is theirs. We cannot choose for them. They are very democratic people. If you want to be a Biafran, it's okay. Remain in a Biafran land and you'll be secure. And if you don't want to be part of us, you want to be a hindrance, pack your load. You can go and nationalize in Oduduwa land or in Arewa, or create your own Nigeria not in Biafra.
Free. They are very free. You know, Simon Ekpa is a man of God. That's why he has to do what he is doing. Like, I mean, creating this chance for them. Because he's a man of God. But you see, I also want to connect in these people who call themselves ministers. I am not condemning them, but I am condemning their actions. Because if we watch the activity of Nnamdi Kanu, we will see that it's a godsend. We will see that this man has given us, I mean, prophecies which a lot has been fulfilled, and more of the left are still coming. And it's still happening in our eyes. What am I saying? You know, no man knows tomorrow except God. And any man you see coming out to tell you tomorrow or next tomorrow, next week or next month, or by next year, or by so time, something like this is going to happen. Check deep into this man. You will see God behind him. Are you getting my point, sir?
Yeah.
You will see God behind him. And for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have been able to give us prophecies of which a lot has been fulfilled the past years, some are being fulfilled right away in our eyes, and left with some that are still coming to be fulfilled. Then you should not be waiting for a soothsayer to come and tell you this is a man of God. Nnamdi Kanu is a man of God. And he's a man of God that God has appointed for a business of God himself, which I have been saying here. I said, the sole business of God is mankind. That's the sole business of God. For the liberation of mankind, for the freedom of mankind. That's the sole business of God. And anybody you see standing out doing this is a great servant of God. So he has done it, and throughout this period until now, I've been watching to hear some of these men of God within the country to like air out and say, wow, we see a man of God in our midst who is doing the great work of God that includes them, not just ordinary men or other people. It includes them. What he is fighting for includes all of them. And a lot of things he has put in place before this time is what saves a lot of these men of God from being kidnapped, from being assassinated, from being killed. And yet I have not had a lot of them coming out to mention it, so they could lead their followers to say, we see a man of God here, so let's hearken to him to enable us achieve it all together. I do not hear them say it. And when I go behind to check why, I discover a lot of them are eating from the enemy's table. And that is why the bonus is not there too. You understand my point, sir? A lot of them are eating from Nigeria government, the terrorist government's table. And that is the reason why I see sometimes when a president is about to be inaugurated in office, I see, or maybe either he has been inaugurated into the office, I see some of them visiting and then praying for, I pray for you, God will protect you. God protecting who? Which wicked man coming against mankind are you praying for that God should protect? Instead of you telling him to face like Elisha, Elijah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah would do, and say, you wicked man, repent of your evil ways. And today I see all of these ministers, they are only after money. The real thus says the Lord, I no longer see it in them. These are all the people who have helped to complicate issues in this country among our people. And you see that the same pattern of government of the zoo government is the same pattern of leadership they have in the church. So are you getting my point?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
When you go to the churches, their leadership pattern is the same with that of Nigeria government. The monkeys are walking, the baboons are eating. No difference. And that's why most times I look at them, I see that these people are not pure. And they cannot come out to really do something that will benefit the masses, except the one that they will gain from outrightly and selfishly. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. He left his business. He left, his family. He left himself. And then all is after day and night is, working for mankind, the liberation of the children of God, the Biafrans. That's what he goes for every day and night, working for, turning here and there restlessly. The same thing Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is doing. And the people we would have relied on, these men of God, are not doing it. None of them is showing any concern at all. On daily basis, they are after the money. Just like our politicians are after the money on daily basis. Simon Ekpa left his business, his family, his comfort, and then he's out turning here and there, doing everything possible to ensure that the liberation of mankind, the children of God, the Biafrans. And that's why I so much love him, I so much believe him, and I keep praying for him, and God is answering our prayers and taking him from level to level of this achievement. And he's giving me joy of my life on daily basis. Because when I turn around within the homeland, seeing the way our people are suffering, being subjugated, denied of all rights by the Nigerian terrorist government, I mean, it touches me and I cry at all times. Because I'm a human being. I must feel for my people. So, sir, that is the whole thing here. Those people you see there, they are not alive, they are dead.
Thank you
And
so much.
so
I appreciate that
we
amazing contribution. You've just done justice to the discussion, and I wish you were here earlier on so that we can dig it more. We have been here for almost 3 hours, and I think I have other programs I attend to. So next time, I think, and people are even still coming in, but I think in this platform, what I do is that no matter what happens, no matter the time, even sometimes when I'm choked up, I'll give time for people who want to contribute to contribute before we go. But I think we are going to go into summarizing before we leave the program. We have spent almost 3 hours, and usually my program is almost at most is 2 hours. That's how I always organize the program. But sometimes I exceed it because I can't help. My beloved brother Maxwell knows we have been digging it out for a long time. Anytime we overshoot it, is almost somehow because we all have other issues and things to attend to. And I appreciate everybody that have contributed in one way or the other. And I see the brother that just joined us today, Mazi Obed. Mazi Obed, you are late. You are just coming late, but we are going to allow you to give us your submission. Give us your submission. Maybe you've seen the topic we are discussing or any other area you can touch. Kind of talking to Biafran people. Just go on and wrap it up as a kind of summary and conclusion at the same time because we're almost done. So please, Mazi Obed, if you can hear me, go on and speak to Biafrans. Take the stage.
Okay, Mazi, and I greet you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Afternoon from here, and good afternoon to Biafrans worldwide. Actually, you've all said it. You guys have said everything, and it's just unfortunate I came late, but I've been watching the program anyway all this while, but I just say let me try to contribute, not knowing that it's about to rounding up. Well, I pray that I will come up next time to air my view sometimes again. I just really appreciate the good work you guys are really doing, and thank Mazi Maxwell and our brother from home who is doing the great work. I greet you all. Really, my special greetings to my angels who are down there on ground doing the great works. Thank God. My greetings to my Prime Minister, to Biafran Republic governments in exile, both home and home de facto. I say may God bless each and every one of you guys. Thank you all. I just I don't have much to say anyway. I just say thank you all. Thank you all. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We appreciate you. And next time, just join us and join us on time. You have all the time in the world to give all the speech you have to give. It is our job. Every one of us is involved in it. We are all part of the media. There's one instruction and one charge that Mazi Nnamdi gave us initially. He said we should all engage in radical evangelism. In that radical evangelism, every one of us is part of it. So anybody that is out there that want to join, anytime I'm online, the platform belongs to Biafran people. I am just a host in it. The platform belongs to us. It is our platform, and we have to come and air our opinion at all times. So before we go to our closing remark, let us hear this message from our Prime Minister, a very short message. Then from there, we'll go into our closing remark that will start. Let's hear this message from our Prime Minister. Sorry.
I want every one of you to remember these 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more.
Good.
Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become.
Good.
And Biafrans, we must be.
Good.
I hope you heard that statement. It's a very strong and powerful statement. And every one of us should carry this message in heart as you are leaving this program. As you are going away from this program, hold this very message strong in your heart. Preach it. Tell it to everyone you see along the road. I want us to hear it once again. Then we go on our closing remark.
I want every one of you to remember these 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more.
Good.
Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become.
Good.
And Biafrans, we must be.
Great.
The message is clear. So let us go on our closing remark. My beloved brother Young, give us your closing remark while we go.
Thank you, sir. I have to thank all of us and thank Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra government. I thank him so much. He's doing a great work. And here I see the mind of God for his people. He is doing it. We all have to keep praying for him so that God will continue to protect him and take him to the last level of our expectation and to the glory of God. And God will protect him so much. Amen.
My beloved brother Maxwell, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go on, my brother Maxwell. Give us your closing remark.
May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you, young world from Ekom State. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless Mazi. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless Mazi Chuks. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless all the great sons and daughters of Biafra land. May the wish of the Biafran people be realized in just no time. May our land and the land of my mother be free from the evil that are trying to get into them. May he protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is, strengthen him physically and spiritually. May he protect the Prime Minister, Simon F., and his kitchen cabinet members to fight and continue to fight until the Biafra is restored. May God bless and protect our little ones who are in school, those in the villages. No matter how tough it is for them, let them just understand, persevere, that the only solution is Biafra and nothing Biafra. I thank you all for having me, and may God bless all of you.
Thank you.
I remain your Wawa of Biafra land. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you. Mazi Obed, go ahead and speak to Biafrans.
Oh, my dear people, I really appreciate you all for everything. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama keep on protecting and guiding each and every one of us. Thank you. And I say, may Almighty God continually to protect our Prime Minister, protect our angels on the ground, protect each and every one of us on our daily basis, and protect our children. And and as we come back here again, may God grant us the grace to always see the reason to support and do more to what we are doing, knowing that there is nothing like freedom. We need this our freedom. We have been enslaved for a long time, and this freedom is our freedom. We need freedom from these evil people that has subjected us to this contraption for many years. And this is only way. Thank God for giving us somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, giving us Mazi Simon Ekpa, giving us the warriors that we are seeing these days in our generation. May God keep on guiding and protecting them. And may our God, may the ancestral God, may our ancestral God keep on protecting each and every one of them wherever they are with their sincerity of heart in the mighty name of Yeshua, I pray.
He said, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone that have joined us. Everyone that is watching us from the comment section, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Liberation Army, the resistant fighters, the Black Marine, all our forces fighting on the ground. May Chukwu Okike guide and may Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the homeland. Every member of the de facto government, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. Every member of the cabinet of our Prime Minister, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect every member of the cabinet of Biafra government. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, secure him. Give him more wisdom, knowledge, understanding. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Every trap they set for him, if we catch them, every hole they dug for him, they will fall into it. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are expecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say they're going to bring him in court either tomorrow. So whatever happens, we know that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of Chukwu Okike. We don't have any trust on any lawyer. Neither do we have any trust on any court. We believe on Chukwu Okike, and only him and him alone will set him free. We know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free. He will join us. May Chukwu Okike grant him good health, more strength, grant him healing, give him more revelations, and make him stronger than ever. And very soon he will join us in a few months and we will celebrate his lifetime. Thank you so much for joining us. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Mazi Nnamdi shall prosper. Thank you so much. We'll see you again tomorrow. By the special grace of God.
Thank you, sir.
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic!
You have made history today. By the power confirmed on me as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And after you have voted for the open gate for the Biafra freedom, which is 100% vote, this charter has become a law.